Galion Tiger fans, I am Kyle Baughn, your high school athletic director. This presentation is designed to help answer questions about the upcoming extracurricular seasons. In particular, information for tickets, fan attendance, athletic eligibility, and safety precautions this year. Athletics are a part of the extracurricular educational process of Galion City Schools, serving as an arena for learning. We strive to have each student athlete enjoy a positive experience while developing competitive teams. Within this framework, the participation of all student athletes is encouraged without compromising that competitive nature. They will learn to appreciate teamwork and how to deal with coaches, referees, opponents, peers, and themselves. Interscholastic athletics are an extension of the classroom that provide teaching and learning experiences for all involved. These experiences and lessons relate as much to life and education as they do to the outcome on the scoreboard. Our mission is to foster the quest for excellence by creating an educational and competitive experience within an atmosphere of sportsmanship. Galion athletics develop individual and team potential by prompting high standards of competence, character, civility, and citizenship. Our ultimate goal is to prepare our student athletes to be productive citizens. Galion student athletes also meet service requirements. In the last 3 years, athletes, coaches, and parents have volunteered almost 20,000 hours. Parents, please get involved with our sports-specific parent clubs and the Booster Club to help out. This year's athletic tickets: the varsity events are $7 for adults and $5 for students or senior citizens. Admission for all middle school and standalone freshman or JV events is $5 per ticket. Home track and cross-country events are also $5 per person. Galion will continue to accept cash for traditional tickets purchased at an event gate. New this year, we partnered with Hometown Ticketing to also give our fans the option to pre-buy digital tickets for events. These are the same type of cashless tickets being used to attend the Ohio High School Athletic Association tournament games. Digital tickets are purchased through the Galion City School District website. Just click on Menu and select the event tickets. Fans can quickly purchase any of the loaded upcoming games. The digital ticket can be scanned directly from your phone. Paper copies could also be printed and brought to the gate for admission. Please note that there is a small credit card / hometown processing fee added to these digital sales. If you plan to attend extra games and want to save money, season passes are also available for sale beginning Monday, August 15th through the Galion City School website. Again, you're going to click on Menu and select Event Tickets. You will select the season pass you want and complete the purchase. You will then use the issued code all season long. We are offering 3 season pass options this year. First, you could get a fall pass that would just cover home football, volleyball, and soccer games. That would be $70 for an adult and $30 for a student. The second option is a winter pass that covers boys and girls basketball, swimming, and wrestling events. Same price for that pass. An adult would be $70, student $30. The best savings is still the traditional all-sport year pass. That gets admission to all fall, winter sports, and also adds track home events to it as well. So an adult ticket to cover all events for the whole year at home is $130. The student ticket would be $50. And we will continue to offer the family all-sport year pass package, which includes 2 adults and 2 students, and that is $330. Galion Senior Citizen Passes from previous years are still valid. Senior Citizen Passes are available at the board office for any senior 62 years or older who lives in the Galion City School District. Passes cover all Galion High School and Middle School home events. but do not cover any away contests, MOAC championships, or OHSAA tournament games. Most of our away venues still sell cash or digital tickets, but it is becoming more common for digital-only options to exist out there. If you go to any of the Ohio High School Athletic Association games, all of those tickets are sold online only at ohsaa.org. All MOAC championship ticket events are going to be sold online this year as well through the MOAC webpage. Links will be shared as we get closer to those events this year. Please remember, there is always going to be some type of credit card / hometown fee added during checkout for digital tickets. COVID-19 update. The question I get asked an awful lot is, do we have to wear masks? COVID-19 has not went away. As of today, masks are not required. We will still ask everyone to spread out as much as possible and wash your hands. The CDC does recommend anyone with medical concerns to take extra precautions, like masking up. We ask everyone to be symptom-free before coming to any of our events. Please stay home if you are sick. As we did last year, please understand that mandates may change and we may have to make adjustments. WMFD is going to continue to live stream home varsity football, boys soccer, girls soccer, and select varsity only volleyball, boys basketball, and girls basketball games this year. That live stream continues to be free by WMFD, and then there is a charge if you elect to do an on-demand situation with them. We will have programs again this year. Craig Allgaier with Photorama continues to take our team photos for our high school teams and will offer the traditional Memory Mate packages. Those should be going home to our fall athletes in the next couple days as we are beginning to take those pictures this week. A1 Printing will produce the programs for us again this year. Fall and winter programs will be sold by the Booster Club at the concession stands. We are continuing to run athletic advertising options. If any business would like to get an ad in the program or sponsor an ad banner, please call the high school athletic office and I will certainly set them up to do that. Individuals and families can also be a part of our athletic patrons page in the program for a $20 donation. Just email me or call the athletic office to help support our kids. Eligibility. High school athletes must pass a minimum of 5 one-credit courses, and middle school students need 4. Please don't let your students drop classes without checking with the guidance department. Athletes must also comply with all OHSAA, Galion, and individual sports regulations and rules. When in doubt, ask a school administrator. Each individual team will or has also had a parent meeting to address more sport-specific questions. You can always reach out to your head coach. Eligibility-wise, we still ask 2 big questions for our athletes. Are you enrolled at Galion, and do you live in the Galion City School District? Answering no to either question doesn't mean you can't play, but it is going to require extra paperwork be filed with the OHSAA. The OHSAA website and our Galion Athletic page are great resources for answers to most questions. Please check those out at your convenience. Remember that you are ultimately responsible for your eligibility. Coaches, guidance counselors, teachers, and administrators will always help you, but you must take ownership. High school athletes are limited to 8 semesters of eligibility and middle school 4. The high school age limit is 20 years old. Once a high school athlete turns 20, they are no longer eligible to play Ohio sports. The middle school age limit is 15 years old before August 1st. Parents and athletes, please be willing to talk to your head coach privately when you have questions or concerns, not just about eligibility. And of course, I am always a resource for you as well. What happens if an athlete tests positive for COVID-19? Most young people who have been infected with COVID-19 recover quickly without too many issues. However, there are risks of possible complications. An athlete who tests positive must also be cleared by a licensed medical provider before returning to action. If symptom-free, the athlete can return to action 5 days after the symptoms started with signed medical clearance. Our Avita Health sponsored trainer, John Vitella, will guide an athlete who tests positive for COVID-19 through the return to play protocols and back safely to action. This process is very similar to returning from an injury, for example, like a concussion. The health and safety of our athletes is always the top priority. Please communicate with John and your coach for any illness or injury. The faster we take action, the sooner our athlete can return to play. We continue to encourage our athletes to minimize risks. The biggest areas of concern for any sickness continues to be locker rooms. Spread out, clean your clothes, and eliminate unnecessary congregating. Water continues to be a big concern. Athletes should always bring water to practice and games. Do not share food or drinks with others. Be smart at home and minimize the risk of exposure. Is the COVID vaccine required? No, we are not required to get the vaccine. That is a decision for each family to discuss and make together. What restrictions do fans have at events? We do have to follow safety guidelines as directed by the Ohio Department of Health, but at this point, main thing we are asking people is, again, be symptom-free, wash your hands, and spread out as much as possible. Youth athletics, please talk to your sport-specific high school coaches to get those details. A couple more things to remember. Final forms. Athletes and parents must sign all OHSA required papers through final forms. That's going to include your OHSA eligibility and authorization statement, a signed concussion form, athletic code, insurance waiver, cautionary statement, this preseason meeting presentation, an emergency medical form, random drug testing form, as well as the Lindsay Law form. So there's a ton of forms in there on final forms. If you do that one time, then that information is saved as you go season to season. Please make sure that you select all the sports that you plan to play this year so that your coach has you on your roster and that all those forms are taken care of for you. We continue to have a year-round athletic code and random drug testing program. Vapes, marijuana, alcohol are major concerns. They are not safe and using them does hurt our athletic performance. A single Juul pod contains as much nicotine as a pack of 20 regular cigarettes. Marijuana is known to increase the heart rate while decreasing cardiac stroke volume. This not only puts the athlete at risk, but also diminishes peak performance. Smoking any substance is harmful to your lungs and can reduce the effectiveness of the body's ability to absorb the oxygen needed for optimum sports performance. Marijuana use can slow reaction time and hurt eye-hand coordination. This effects can last 24 to 36 hours after smoking. According to a recent Crawford County survey, 94% of the county students who admitted to being drinkers are involved in extracurricular activities. Think about that for a second. Middle school and high school students in the county were anonymously surveyed. Out of those students who said that they have been intoxicated drinking alcohol, 94% of that group are in extracurricular activities. Parents, please continue to talk to your students. Unfortunately, alcohol use with our students is still a problem. Every time an athlete gets intoxicated, they lose 14 days of training. When an athlete gets intoxicated, their performance potential is lowered by 11.4% before they even start the game. So if your athlete is drinking alcohol, the best they could be during competition is 88.6%. Your athlete's drug testing fee is paid through the Galion City School website. It's the same process as ordering tickets. You just click on menu, select event tickets, and then there's an option to select random drug test participation fee. Middle school athletes just have a little bit different thing on that because they do go directly through the middle school page. So middle school athletes will click on the middle school page, then click on menu, event tickets, and they will select the drug test participation fee. Fan, athlete, and parent behavior matters. Good sportsmanship is something that we pride ourselves with at Galion. Pause before you yell or make that negative comment. Respect the game and help us model Tiger pride. Social media can also really cause our teams unnecessary grief. Please represent our school and community with Tiger pride. Cheer for our kids and leave the officials, coaches, and opposing teams alone. Galion High School is an award of excellence school. We are committed to the ideals of education-based athletics. Again, I would remind everyone, participation in extracurricular activities is a privilege, not a right. Weather issues throughout the year. Sports in Ohio definitely deal with weather challenges. Make sure to get notifications from your coach, as sometimes things get postponed or canceled at the last second. We do try to play, if we can, safely. MOAC games are rescheduled, so be prepared to have the schedule adjusted. Spring sports continue to be the most challenged by weather in Ohio. Tiger fans, regardless of the activity, we must all continue to sacrifice individual wants and desires to best serve our kids. We look forward to another fantastic season. Thank you for supporting our teams, and go Tigers!